Breaking news! Today we have a lot to discuss here, from Shedeur Sanders to a player who is being accused of a crime. I'll tell you everything in detail, but first, make sure to click the like button and let's get to the news. It all started with a name, Devin Bush, a player whose story, just a few months ago, was one of rebirth. A former top 10 NFL draft pick finding a new life in Cleveland. But what now? His name is plastered across police reports, headlines, and worried conversations from fans all over Browns Nation. And what we're about to tell you isn't easy, but it's real. And if you're a Cleveland Browns fan, it's something you can't ignore. Devin Bush, linebacker for the Cleveland Browns, has been formally charged with harassment and simple assault. The allegations stem from a deeply disturbing incident at his home in Sewickley, Pittsburgh, where he allegedly assaulted a woman who identified herself as his girlfriend. According to the police report, Bush chased her around the house, pinned her down with his full body weight, broke her phone, and attempted to steal her iPad. The woman's young daughter was present. They both fled to a neighbor's house. And when police arrived, they documented visible injuries to the woman's wrist and foot, injuries she claims were caused by Bush's physical attempts to steal her phone. Now, this isn't just another off-season storyline. This is serious. This is about safety, conduct, and what kind of standard the Cleveland Browns will hold their players to. And here's the kicker. When police confronted Bush, he admitted to smashing the phone. But he denied getting physical. Think about that. He confessed to destroying property, but he claims he didn't lay a hand on her, despite the physical evidence and the terrifying narrative shared by the woman involved. Bush, only 26 years old, has seen his NFL career swing between promise and instability. Drafted 10th overall by the Pittsburgh Steelers in 2019, he looked like a franchise cornerstone. But after 4 uneven seasons in Pittsburgh, he bounced to Seattle in 2023, 13 games, 3 starts, 37 tackles. Then came Cleveland. A fresh start. A real shot. And in 2024, he seemed to seize it. Bush started in 10 of 16 games for the Browns, tallying 76 tackles, a sack, and 3 passes defended. For a defense that prides itself on toughness and resilience, he was starting to look like a key piece. But now he's a headline for all the wrong reasons. And as the legal process unfolds, the Browns organization and Browns fans are left asking, what happens next? The situation with Bush is not happening in a vacuum. It drops into an already emotionally charged offseason in Cleveland. Fans are already speculating on the future of the quarterback position. Shedeur Sanders, Dylan Gabriel, Kenny Pickett, Joe Flacco, names thrown into the fire, hopes pinned on uncertain futures. And now, with Bush's name tangled in legal trouble, questions are mounting on all sides of the roster. Head coach Kevin Stefanski and GM Andrew Berry have big decisions ahead. Do they take immediate disciplinary action against Bush? Do they wait for the legal process to play out? What message does either decision send to the locker room, to the league, and to the fans? And speaking of fans, you've been here before. You've seen redemption stories. You've also seen scandals derail careers and seasons. So what does this one feel like to you? Is Devin Bush someone you believe in, even now? Or does this cross a line that you think the franchise must act on immediately? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And now we dig deeper, because this isn't just about Devin Bush. This is about what happens when a player's off-field decisions clash violently with the image a franchise is trying to build. For Cleveland, this offseason was supposed to be about building momentum, sharpening the roster, and fixing the one glaring question that's haunted the franchise for years. Who is going to be the quarterback that finally leads this team back to glory? Instead, the Browns find themselves scrambling. Scrambling not just for answers at quarterback, but now to deal with a potential PR nightmare surrounding a linebacker they trusted with meaningful snaps last season. Let's remember, this wasn't a fringe player. Devin Bush started in 10 games. He was productive. He was physical. He was considered a bounce-back candidate. And now, just as the team was banking on the cohesion of its defensive core, Bush finds himself facing criminal charges that could lead to suspension, release, or worse. And here's where things get even messier. Inside the organization, decisions will need to be made swiftly. Does Andrew Berry cut ties with Bush before the legal process is finished? Does Stefanski bench him indefinitely? Or do they ride it out and risk the optics of keeping a player with this kind of allegation on the roster? Historically, Berry has been open to high upside trades and low-risk gambles on talent. But this isn't a talent evaluation issue. This is a cultural one. This is about the identity of the team. Fans have been sold on a team-first, no-nonsense locker room. If Bush is kept on the roster without clear accountability, that message could crack. Meanwhile, the quarterback room is simmering with uncertainty. Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, Shedeur Sanders, and Dylan Gabriel, it's a chaotic carousel with no clear alpha. And while fans debate which rookie or vet deserves a shot, the larger picture reveals a team that may not yet be ready to compete at a high level. If your QB situation is in flux and your defense is facing off-field distractions, that's a formula for inconsistency. What's more, rumors are swirling about a possible high-profile addition in the secondary. Could Andrew Berry make a move for someone like Jalen Ramsey? Some insiders think it's possible. Imagine a Browns secondary with Ramsey, Denzel Ward, Grant Delpit, Greg Newsome, and Martin Emerson. On paper, it's elite. But would adding a big personality like Ramsey help stabilize the locker room or pour gas on the fire? And let's not forget Cedric Tillman. Among the few bright spots heading into this season, Tillman is viewed as a potential breakout wide receiver. He was playing strong before a concussion last year, and many believe he could hit 850 yards and 5 touchdowns this season if he stays healthy. The front office is clearly betting on internal development. Tillman, along with players like Judkins and Sampson, are expected to carry more of the load offensively. But here's the truth, none of it matters if the foundation is unstable. You can't build a winning franchise on sand. And right now, with Bush's charges, the Browns' foundation feels shaky. And this is where you come in, Browns fans. You've seen it all. You've stood by this team through decades of ups and downs. You know what accountability should look like. So tell us, should the Browns cut Devin Bush now? Wait for the legal process? Do you think this situation could fracture the locker room, or do you believe the culture is strong enough to weather this storm? Let's talk about it in the comments, because this moment could be a turning point. Now, if you're still with us and you value getting the real, unfiltered updates from inside the Dawg Pound, go ahead and smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications. We've got more stories coming, more breakdowns, and more insights into the team we all ride with. Until next time, stay loyal. Stay loud. Go Browns!